Hi, this is Veracity and welcome back to part 3 of Sins of the Prophets. I've tinkered with the sound options just a little bit. I think you might be able to understand me better now, so let's hope for that. And let's just continue from where we left on. Oh yeah, there we go, good games. Last time I think we left off with where I deployed the Infinity Titan right next to my defensive line, and yeah, kinda got stupid and lost it, which, you know, is one of the more human things that happens to me, unfortunately, but we will prevail still. So far the situation has been stabilized, though we lost a hell of a lot of things, and cannons, and it actually got
structure complete.
a lot more close than I wanted it to be, but,
Orbital structure complete.
despite everything we managed
Orbital
to come out,
structure complete.
not necessarily ahead, but not that horribly far behind. On a positive side note, we've pretty much finished all relevant research we had to do, so I think I'm gonna start now by actually recruiting a fleet to defend ourselves against the next inevitable attack. That's weird though.
Orbital
The
structure complete.
Titan has gotten a lot more
Orbital
expensive.
structure complete.
That surprises me indeed. Oh yes, definitely want autumns. The Punix. Artemis for sure. Oh hell yes, Artemis for sure. You know,
Marathon-class cruiser up and running.
when in doubt, more Artemis. And I'm gonna fill up the rest with the Autumn class. The Sahara is quite nice, but as far as I'm aware, it's not really a fleet ship. And unfortunately, at this kind of difficulty, especially against an AI player, there's just no point in trying to do sneaky, hidden attack things from the rear. It'll just be a pointless endeavor. Just overwhelm them, basically.
Up and running.
I would build with Titan first, but as you've seen before, it's just not feasible at all.
Valiant class, super heavy cruiser, up and
Gonna
running.
redeploy the fleet here to where it is, so just put it here somewhere.
You told me to fight, and that's what I've done. If that's where I'm needed.
Gonna create a fleet
Titanium
right
A place
away.
is slowing her down.
Setting the engagement range for close range cohesion, and warp together. Right now, I know there used to be an option how you could, how to put it, cycle your entire fleet, or keep writing, so cycle through the capital ships in your fleet with a button. This thus making skill selection a hell of a lot easier, especially if you've got an expensive fleet like we're, well, about to have. There, if you can see, I mean, there you've got tons of key bindings. Unfortunately, they're way out of date in terms of modern gameplay. So, in case you're wondering what the key bindings are, I'm using a German keyboard layout since I am German. So, don't hold that against me. Somewhat funny when it comes to that.
Make sure we put this bird
When the
to
time's
use.
appropriate. We have to keep some decorum at least.
I see we've made a few upgrades.
Valiant Super Heavy. All systems go.
The halcyon days are over. Peace is no longer a viable option.
A new era of naval superiority.
Oh, that's the famed Autumn class. If you're familiar with Halo lore, the Autumn class under Captain Keyes was especially relevant.
Autumn class warship
Carried the
online.
Master Chief, if I'm not completely mistaken, and the Master Chief is a Spartan.
Carrier standing
And
by.
basically, while these guys allowed the UNSC to compete on the ground, or rather even dominate on the ground,
Autumn class warship online.
they were pretty much the only advantage the UNSC could foster. Meaning that
A new era of naval superiority.
they could win pretty much every ground engagement, but
Where do
at
you
some
need
point the
my fighters?
Covenant just decided, you know what, screw this. The demons, as the Spartans were known,
Research order complete.
the Covenant, were not worth the effort, and at some point they just started glassing the planets. By glassing, I mean they
Super Carrier
deposited
reporting for duty.
many ships in orbit that just deployed plasma weapons that scorched the entire planet, sterilizing it from all life and basically just glassing the surface.
Super Carrier reporting for duty.
So yeah, the Autumn ships carry Spartan detachments which are able to
This better be important.
capture enemy ships in flight, which is great.
We are ready to wage war.
This is the Punic... No, this is the Punic class. It's the biggest pre-infinity
Awaiting order.
ship all the UNSC has. It's a carrier, but more importantly than that, it tanks pretty decently. As you can see, it has 20,000 hit points from the go, which is a lot for the UNSC. But the most important part is this ability, Fleet Command, which, you know, bolsters all
Awaiting
ability
order.
in a fleet. Force multiplier, if you will. Alright, that seems a reasonable investment.
What do you know of
My
war?
favorite capital ship is the, it's the Artemis class, previously known I think as Orion class,
Awaiting
yes.
order.
And this ship is
What do
basically
you
a
know of
mech
war?
cannon, a mobile mech cannon if you will. And as you've seen before, the mech cannons are pretty much our salvation.
Awaiting order.
Okay, as you can now see, since we're upgrading Fleet Command, our upkeep is rising to 74%, 47% that is.
Inbound slip
Meaning
space
that
anomaly.
half of our income is now just gone. And we're still lacking
Slip
in
space rupture detected.
great many departments. Okay, the Covenant is sending another patrol.
Awaiting order.
That is less than optimal,
Bring me up to
but
speed.
it's fine. I think I'm gonna start by
Uploading
deploying my
nav point.
fleet here now. I think it's time.
What do you know of war? The Covenant will learn to fear my name.
And I'm gonna redeploy some of the fleet,
You cannot imagine the things I have seen.
or the production, to come here. The Covenant is heavily invested from this world. It'd be
Slip
great if we
space
could take it
rupture
away from them.
detected. Research order
Especially since it
complete.
houses one ancient artifact. And
Hornets
that artifact
ready.
might actually be quite valuable. There you go. And the Covenant Armada.
Valiant
On
class.
the way.
Super Heavy cruiser up and running.
Phoenix
There we go, I kind of forgot about that. Yo,
Engaging
this is a good place. Great, so this station is fully upgraded. As you can see, once it's fully upgraded, it's actually quite effective. Unfortunately, of course, fully upgrading costs an arm and leg, and another arm and another leg, and all things. But, in my opinion, it's still worth it most of the time.
Wake me when you need me.
Refit complete.
And the last ship we're gonna get is a Punic supercarrier, because
Awaiting order.
if one of them is great, three
Our
of them
capital cruiser is
are
venting
great as well.
atmosphere. Our capital ship's hull is critical. Research order complete.
Okay, I think we've got this fight. The Supermax did their jobs. We didn't lose a ship.
Ready for orders.
I'm not quite sure which one. Artemis. When in doubt, just build an Orion class, because we will need to colonize
All squadrons are
once
accounted
we
for.
stop taking them from them,
Awaiting order.
whenever that will be. Right, we handily defeated the Covenant
Class
there.
warship online.
Did we even lose a cannon? Yes, we did.
Executive General Order
Two. That's unfortunate.
098831 Alpha-1.
But don't fret, rebuild. Oh, they did kill the station before it could be born. Nasty, nasty people. There's the Phoenix Hull, floating around.
You told me to fight, and that's what I've done.
Actually, I told you,
Titanium A plate
stay
again,
alive.
slowing her down.
How about that?
Autumn class warship online.
Let's not outstay our welcome.
I think I got enough nukes to pop a star.
You maybe really do.
Peace is no longer a viable option.
You know, I think I'm gonna set engagement range to hold position, because otherwise, things seem to be pear-shaped.
Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete.
You cannot imagine the things I have seen.
Right, capital fleet is being built up quite nicely, so that's great news.
Awaiting order.
Basically starting to build up a full capital fleet, including the Titan, before I will go for the smaller ships. I mean, there's a difference in philosophy, and I think the smaller ships might actually be effective if, you know, started out with. But
Calculations are
I'm
green.
usually quality over quantity kind of guy.
I think I got enough nukes to pop a star.
Alright, so far so good. Let's see if we still have enough cradle support ships. Yep, 3 cradle repair ships.
This war has enough dead
Unfortunately,
heroes.
double clicking does not select, and also I have to do it manually, which, as you can see, is
Phoenix
not
receiving
the
UNSC
easiest
hail.
thing.
Wake me when you need me.
Yes.
Autopilot
Jesus.
engaged.
Okay, there we
This
go.
war has enough dead heroes.
It's
Who needs
remarkably
some
hard to
loving?
actually select ships. I'm sorry about that.
Let's get this ugly bird on the
Okay,
road.
so we've got a repair fleet now, which is
What do you
great.
know of war?
We remember the fallen.
Wake me when you need me.
Right, Navcom
Flip
is
space
developing
jump
quite nicely. We're somewhat low on resources. We can't really We'll try. I wish this was a chokehold planet. The mech cannons on this world, all 29 of them would make short work of any and all Covenant incursions. But it's not meant to be, so we'll have to push on here. My plan is to start with Manulis get the enemy artifact there, or the ancient artifact there.
Catch you on the flip side.
Possibly something remarkably good, just as the artifact we found here, which is, you know, kinetic intensifier, which increases our range and damage, which is
The
particularly
Alcyon
useful
days
for
are
the UNSC.
over.
You cannot imagine the things I have seen.
Like the view?
Research order complete.
Okay, so good. Like which I would still have to research. Oh yeah.
Inbound
Just
slip
Neko.
space anomaly.
I want to get an infinity class before we actually make an attack. But I'm afraid this won't be possible, seeing
Slip
as
space rupture detected.
it costs ungodly amounts of money. So I think it might be sensible to actually start off by, you know, pummeling the surrounding space with normal ships, or taking this planet away from them, and build the infinity afterwards. It'll make things a lot harder, but as we've said, challenge. On a positive side note, I don't see how we can lose this game anymore, which was not a given, despite everything we might think. I think I'm gonna increase the speed now. We need 2 command points left before we can advance there. So let me check this out. Right. I think I can definitely use
Research order complete.
1, 2, 3. This is all the capital ships I can afford right now. Because the last one is gonna have to be the Infinity. But on the other hand, I
Valiant
think I'm
class,
gonna
super
start
heavy
pumping
cruiser,
out a
up and
hell of
running.
a lot of frigates and cruisers. So that's great. Insane amounts of money.
Awaiting orders.
But once it's actually fully upgraded, see the difference. 7,000 HP and 155 AA gun damage versus that. That is pretty much an upgraded station, is pretty much an infinity. That, not so much.
All systems nominal.
This war has enough dead heroes.
Valiant super heavy. All systems go.
The
I
Alcyon
wish I knew how to
are
rotate their
over.
fleets, but I do not, so
Uploading nav point.
gonna have to do this the hard way.
You told me to fight, and that's what I've
Goal
done.
is to position the
Titanium
fleets in a way
plating
that
is,
we're not
slower
primaried,
Follow
because
my
ships are somewhat
follow
more expensive
my
than the mech rounds, or smacks.
What do you know of war?
Alright. So far, so dandy.
Research order complete.
Let's start pumping out insane amounts of frigates. So the Paris class are pretty useless for the most part, but they have a great advantage of doing area of effect damage. The Halcyon classes are nothing to be very proud about either, but they're good tanks. The Halberd are pretty decent all-round ships, so there's a point in building lots of them.
More preliminary research is required.
And the Charon class frigates are great anti-planet ships. They are very good at bombing planets. We don't need that many of them, but you know, let's just go with it. I might have to scrap a few later for the Infinity, because Infinity takes 450 supply. But that's a bridge we'll cross when we get there. So basically we're preparing conquest. Our optimal scenario now is that we're
Ready for orders.
going to defeat the Covenant in a assault dance. And once we do, the plan is to actually go ahead and push. But the key there is not losing too many ships here
Running.
before the fight actually starts. Also, building up destroyed mines is always a good thing. If nothing else, it's a decent buffer. Speaking of, let's see
Research
if
order
Covenant
complete.
hasn't destroyed anything else.
SFFG online. SFFG online.
Getting this will cripple our
Destroyer ready
income.
for duty.
There's no point in getting this before we have enough money for Infinity class, which we do
Destroyer
not
ready
remotely
for
have,
duty.
so no point in cutting your income by pretty much 30% for something you won't be able to
Destroyer ready for
afford for
duty.
quite a while anyway, so
Destroyer reporting.
let's not.
So, where do we stand? Sleep space drive engaged. So, where do we stand?
If you guys personally are not familiar with the Halo lore, I highly recommend that you familiarize yourself with it. Especially the books. I would start with
Ready to lead,
Contact
sir.
Harvest and go from there. This book is
Frigate ready for active duty.
tremendously entertaining
Frigate ready
and
for
very
active
well
duty.
written.
Ready to
It
lead,
uses
sir.
all the correct allegory to
Frigate ready for active duty.
be a deeply human story while set in a setting that is
Destroyer ready for duty.
epic in every
Destroyer ready for
way
duty.
imaginable.
Destroyer ready for duty.
Right.
Destroyer ready for duty.
Also, The Fall of Reach,
Destroyer
which
ready
is
for duty. Destroyer
I think
ready
the
for
first
duty.
book technically, but the second book in terms of chronology,
reporting in.
I can highly recommend. It's
What am I older, sir?
tremendously well written. And
What am I
very,
older,
very
sir?
graphic and entertaining to watch. It's a nail biter.
What am I older, sir?
Also, the audiobooks, if you prefer those, to be found on Audible, for instance, are really worth it. Yeah, as you can see, the UI is from a time before modern sound standards were really
Bring me up to
put into
speed.
effect. Alright, good news. I think we've pretty much finished our production queue for the most part. So what you see is
Inbound
very
UNSC reinforcements.
close what you get. Look at that neat armada. Facing the wrong way for now, but it's fine. They will cleanse the stars for us. Let me just build up 2 Oni Snoops,
Oni Prowler online.
or Prowler. My god, selecting ships is just terrible.
Ablative coding operational. Keep a low profile. Where do you need me to prowl? Keep a low profile.
They are gonna be a sacrificial lamb for a while. I mean, they will survive for quite a while because they have the neat advantage of being able to clip themselves for a while and thus avoid all damage.
All systems nominal.
So that's good, but further than that, they will give me very decent insight into what's going on. Right, this incrustation is about to actually be able to survive a proper attack, so that's great. In case you missed the last episodes and wonder why these small ships, those are our mining and trading ships, are able to cross between our planets without actually following the hyperspace lines, That is because we researched this slip space something beacon technology here. There we go, slip space beacons, meaning that everywhere where we have an anchor station,
Oh,
we
sorry,
actually
Commander.
have the ability to scout the system. Right, now check this out. Slip space beacon, that is an artifact. And there's the enemy fleet. They do have a Titan there. This nasty little thing. I cannot currently see a super defense station or whatever it's called. But
Where do you need me to prowl?
it will be there sooner rather than later. Okay, we've seen what we needed to see.
Without a trace.
I think I'm gonna try something completely new, something that's never been done before. I'm gonna try to have
Gathering
my
intel.
scoops survive. Scout again whenever I need it.
What's your clearance level? Oh, sorry, Commander.
Let's check that we actually did research everything we needed to research. We can research this one, but it's pointless. We only have 1 star in the system. Diplomacy is a nice concept, but it only matters in multiplayer games because you really do not want to, or aren't even able to negotiate with the evil alien. Right, they're gathering their forces, 2 full stacks, if I'm not completely mistaken. I'd really like them to grind themselves against our smack cannons here at Calm. Those little puppies are remarkable. We've doubled their damage to begin with, so yeah, that's remarkably good. And yeah. Once they do that, we're definitely gonna push for this one and get the slip space beacon. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I think it allows you to warp faster and align faster and probably even move faster and just be all around awesome. I'm hoping they haven't actually been able to make inroads on the flood world, because that might turn out to be a horrible thing.
Operational.
But you know what?
Gathering intel.
I don't want to guess, I want to find out.
Without a trace.
Perfect. So I think it's time to increase the game speed. No point in lingering. We're still only halfway there to get a new Titan. Because I don't know why it's so insanely expensive now, but oh well. Great news, they have not been able to capture this world yet. Still digging around here. Oh well. I could try to push this system, and I'm fairly certain that I would be successfully able to, but why? I won't be able to take it before the reinforcements arrive, and I'll just grind my fleet to powder. So, let them come to me. I realize it's not necessarily the most honorable way to go about it, but while as a human I'm significantly smarter than the AI in this game, the AI has infinite resources and production capabilities, so losing my fleet would not end the game, but it would significantly prolong it when it doesn't need to be. Right, so what to do? Do you want to glance at Earth, the planets, the graphic design? I think it's pretty neatly done. This is of course at 8 times speed, so don't worry about it, it does look better in-game. The background nebula is quite beautiful. It's not necessarily my favorite in terms of red and brown. It really reminds me of Mar and Minmatar regions from EVE Online. I think that's fair to say that they were probably the inspiration for those. Our fleet here is tremendous. I'd love to tell you what we have, but as you can see, breakdown is nearly impossible. I think there might be settings to condense it, but you know what? No, screw it. I'm not gonna look for the settings now. What is wrong with the enemy? Why doesn't he want to attack? I mean, it's fine. Eventually I'll get the Infinity and we'll at some point just start an attack on one of these worlds. Even if we have to retreat, I'll kill the world and then come back here and blah blah blah. Right. Oh, whoops, button.
More preliminary research is required.
Right, special.
More preliminary research is
I'm
required.
lacking a little bit of fleet capacity, so I'll have to scuttle some ships. Not quite sure which ones.
Standing by.
And I'm kind of sad that I have to, but let me decrease the game speed for a second. Such is life. I think that should be enough.
Confirmed. Lieutenant, commence our approach.
Suicide fleet, go.
Diversion reactor powered engine systems.
I could scuttle them for money, but what's the point?
Flip space jump complete.
Let's see what we're facing here.
Research order complete.
Well, the least thing we can do is actually watch them fight.
What do you need?
Or, I think the correct word is die. That's an enemy Haven starbase, equivalent to our anchor stations. Tiny little things. And we still don't have enough. Damn it. Daddy's gonna scuttle some bitches.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Are you kidding me? Oh, I'll have to toggle skull on all of them. You know what? Special fleets, single
Diversion
fleets.
reactor powered engine systems.
Go
Diversion
be
reactor
heroes.
powered engine systems.
This should be enough.
report to
Only for
Gyro
those
Chamber.
5 times 7, 35.
Inbound
Nope.
UNSC reinforcements.
Still not quite enough. God damn it.
We remember the fallen.
No, we don't want to use
UNSC
capital
frigate
ships.
reporting in.
I think we can use some Charons. They are
Going.
quite useless otherwise.
Engines at 100%.
Inbound UNSC reinforcements. More preliminary research is required.
Come on, there we go. Alright, so that's good news. Let's rebuild some frigates for the fleet.
More preliminary research is required.
That's as many as we can muster.
Flip space jump complete.
And the enemy does not seem to want to attack me at all. Which is unfortunate, but you know what? Fine. I can always take the Infinity actually to go the other way around and, you know, punch another planet of his, because his fleets are significantly stronger and more numerous, and mine aren't infinite as well.
She's ugly, but she gets the job done.
You know what?
Species
I
no
think
longer a
actually
viable
there's a
option.
point in merging those two
Uploading
fleets.
nav point. We are
They'll
the
be
giants
slower,
now.
but slower is not the only concern.
Infinity out. All hands, prep for
Alright.
split space jump.
This Infinity is remarkably strong already. Increased survivability, we definitely want that. More energy for abilities, we definitely want that, but... Whoops. Yeah, well, I think it's still worth it. Maybe, possibly. Who knows? Out of curiosity, how much would the next one cost? Oh, the same. Right, so, everything is done. Everything is prepared.
We are the
The
culmination of
enemy
human achievement.
doesn't seem to want to attack, so I
Species no
think
longer
we
a
might
viable option.
try to
Uploading nav
incentivize
point.
him for it.
What now, Fleecom? Course change underway. Inventory check complete.
Since this is going to be an attack fleet, we can set the engagement range for everything. Just have to change it.
17,000
Chase
of
it.
humanity
Gonna
bent
try
and
not to have the
bright
Infinity
on
die this time.
standby.
Onus is on try, of course. Oh well, let's see how this turns out. The Infinity should come in first, so there's that.
What now, Fleecom?
Yeah, there it goes. It has this neat ability to just jump around sillily. Fortunately, I wish I went for newts, but
Calculations are green.
it's fine.
Let's not outstay our welcome.
Let's shake a bitch.
Ha! Roadkill in progress.
As you can see, the Infinity does remarkable amounts of damage. But I think that's that. Let's
Have
jump
no
around a
fear,
bit.
Infinity is here.
Kill the planet. We did, the Infinity round by itself did destroy the unfortunate enemy space station, meaning they cannot jump their entire fleet from willy-nilly. They'll have to come from here or here now. So that's great. See how the Infinity destroys this planet. I think it has like very good options to do that. And as you can see, shield regeneration is quite high. Oh yeah, the planet is going down. You might be wondering why I went for this planet and not this planet first. It's simply because the majority of the fleet, including the Titan, is here, and it wasn't here. So, you know, process of elimination in this case.
Ready for orders.
Our fleet here has suffered no losses. Killed a hell of a lot of them. Full retreat, but screw you guys, I'm taking this planet and killing all of you.
All Spartan teams are prepped and ready for launch.
Now let me find an Orion class. It's Valiant, Epoch.
I see we've made a few upgrades.
That's wrong array classed out. Well, at least we know how they look. This
Like
one.
the view?
Yep. Come here.
Get us underway immediately.
Settle this planet once the Infinity destroys it.
All surface hostiles have been
Nice.
eliminated.
What now, Fleetcom? For New Phoenix!
Well, the Infinity should make short work of the rest of the planet.
Ready for orders.
A new colony has been founded.
Navigation beacon. Oh yeah, that one should be destroyed.
Hit the buggers where it hurts.
Right, first things first, priorities. I think best built here. Saber 1, Saber 2, and a hell of a lot of orbital defense platforms.
Invalid structure placement. Invalid structure placement. Invalid structure placement.
Let's also get 2 Phoenix class ships ASAP over there. Oh, we can't.
Planet-side
because
infrastructure complete.
Need to scuttle 1 ship,
Halcyon here.
preferably not Halcyon.
What do you need?
Albert, something like a Paris class would be great to scuttle.
Secure comm confirmed.
There we go.
What can I do for you, Commander?
This will allow us to build 2 Phoenix class ships and thus 2 anchor stations.
Ready
And
for
as you
orders.
know, anchor stations are great.
Uploading nav point. UNSC Infinity awaiting orders. What now, Fleetcom? For New Phoenix!
Right, so far so dandy. Right, we scuttled 2 ships, building 2 Phoenix classes, sending them right over there. So far this is going splendidly well.
Humanity's future lies in the heavens.
Planet-side infrastructure complete.
At this point we have enough money to do anything we want. So let's... I could build a giant production hub here, but, you know, our homeworld does trick quite now well, so I might as well go for just money increase, which I just did.
My engineers are at your disposal.
2 Phoenix classes, hopefully here somewhere.
What does the UNSC need
Ship
of us?
selection really needs work. This is good to play this game on not too big a map, because if you have to, you know, look
Engaging
through hundreds
thrusters.
of planets to do mundane stuff like that, it gets boring
Let's not
really
keep our
fast.
passengers waiting.
Right, so the Covenant is not actually defending themselves, which is odd to say the least.
Orbital structure complete.
Alright, increase the speed to 8.
Planet-side infrastructure complete. Slip space rupture detected.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Decrease the speed. Here we go. The party has started.
UNSC Infinity awaiting orders.
Though I don't really have smacks ready here yet. Yeah, not ready yet. I think I might actually try to take this fight. What's worse that could happen?
17,000 of humanity's best and brightest on standby.
One thing I need to do is to focus on the Titan from the get-go.
Take these bitches out! Brace for impact!
Because their Titan is gonna hurt me a
All
hell of a
Spartan
lot.
teams are prepped and ready for launch.
Good thing is about my Titan, it has taken the brunt of the enemy fire for now. Which makes my job a hell of a lot easier.
Our capital cruiser is venting atmosphere. Our capital ship's hull is critical.
Alright, you lost one capital ship, whichever it was, no idea. I turn around to kill this one.
Kill in progress.
The AI is really not that smart, as you can obviously see from here. But, you know, I'm not complaining. Okay, I don't know what ship I lost, but I'm gonna build a Punic just in case.
Orbital structure complete.
As well as some frigates.
Our capital cruiser is venting atmosphere.
Phoenix Spaceways, your new life awaits.
Right.
HFFG reporting in.
Let's not keep our passengers waiting. Phoenix receiving UNSC hail. Engaging thrusters.
Don't tell me, yes, we did lose the Infinity. God damn it. God, oh man. Screwed. Not worth the hassle yet. Now we're
Planet-side
starting
infrastructure.
to lose a lot of stuff.
What do you
Even
know
though our
of
fleet
war?
is impressive, the Covenant ships are better.
Supercarrier
Definitely
reporting
not
for
wise
duty.
to engage the enemy without SMEC support.
Orbital structure complete.
But I think they've improved targeting on your ships from the last time I played this game, because it used to be that the UNSC shot their entire arsenal on the first ship that came to mind and thus wasted
Planet-side infrastructure
most
complete.
of their damage potential from the get-go. So, seems to have fixed that one.
The Covenant will learn to fear my name.
Alright, so
Orbital
since they've
structure
wasted their fleet on that one, they... Well, screw that, we'll push here. We did build 2 SMEC cannons here, and we're continuing to build more, so... It's going pretty
Orbital
decent.
structure complete.
Let's upgrade those stations.
All systems nominal.
Destroyer ready for duty. HFFG reporting in.
SFFG online. SFFG online.
Anchor station. All systems nominal.
SFFG online.
Right.
Slip splash jump on my mark.
So, where do we stand?
Frigate ready for active duty.
You cannot imagine the things I have seen.
So,
Let's
where
put
do
it
we
like that. Our economy at
stand?
this point will only get better. So there's that to
Orbital
look forward to.
structure complete.
The good thing is here I might not even have to defend this planet at all. I mean, secure it with super smacks and stuff like that, because my fleet might be able to
Fear my name.
handle it. Right.
Take these bitches out!
I think it's a good thing to get rid of the navigation beacon ASAP so they cannot send reinforcements. Otherwise, this planet is not at all well defended. Our fleet should take no losses whatsoever. And we should be able to deprime them of their hyperspace beacon, so there's that. Oh Christ, so expensive.
Orbital structure complete.
Oh, never mind, there's
You
something nasty.
cannot imagine the things I have seen.
We should definitely kill that one.
Our capital cruiser is venting atmosphere.
Kill it, kill it. See how much it killed there? Over 100. That was nasty beyond need.
Planet-side infrastructure complete.
That is with all things, it's fine. It's my 5 supply, right?
Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete.
Prep a nuclear ray attack. Bring weapon systems online.
So, where do we stand?
This plant is bravely building up
Inbound
stuff.
UNSC reinforcements.
That's great.
HFFG reporting in.
These stations are upgrading nicely.
Orbital structure complete.
Shiva's already done. Yeah, at this point,
Planet-side infrastructure
might as well
complete.
speed it up.
Inbound slip space anomaly. Orbital structure
What?
complete. Inbound
Oh.
UNSC reinforcements.
They send ships.
This had better be worth my
Oh, by the way,
time.
this is a ship we've captured, I guess. So that's kind of
Orbital
cute.
structure complete. Inbound UNSC reinforcements. Orbital structure complete. Planet-side infrastructure complete.
Alright, our fighters are taking care of that, so...
Inbound slip space anomaly.
Alright, let's expand on the defenses here, because why not? I think I might actually build a second cradle station here, because
Orbital structure complete.
if you go overkill, might as well do it properly.
Orbital structure complete.
Let's also place at least 2 of them here, just because those nasty bastards might get on my nerves otherwise.
Additional orbital infrastructure
But
required.
that's that. Try to break this one. Bitch. Well, yeah, we've captured one of their ships with the Spartan. Look at that, it's as hardly armored as one of my battleships. Remarkable. Oh well,
There are no
let's
heroes in
reunite
this
those
war.
2.
You cannot imagine
Kill the
the
planet,
things I
please.
have seen.
Planet-side infrastructure complete. Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete. All surface hostiles have been eliminated.
Alright.
Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete. Orbital structure complete. Planet-side
That is a
infrastructure
tremendously
complete.
great planet.
Additional orbital infrastructure required. Orbital structure complete.
I think I
Orbital
might as
structure
well
complete.
build
Orbital structure complete.
2 Phoenix classes here.
Planet-side infrastructure complete.
Send them there.
We are ready to wage war.
Send our main
All
fleet
crew,
here.
brace
And
for
if we
acceleration.
stop. Easy now. I think
Orbital
the Gauss
structure
cannons
complete.
should be able to take all of
Get
this by
out of my
themselves.
way.
Let's just see that we don't accidentally jump right into
Ground
the fleet.
forces are under planetary bombardment.
This would end up badly.
Orbital structure complete.
Right, so far so good. Yes, they're pushing, whatever, who cares? But look at that.
Flip space
Look
rupture
at
detected.
that. Say hello to my little smack, bitch. And that is without the smacks being ready. Much.
Orbital structure complete.
23, still under construction.
Orbital structure
Wow.
complete. Planet-side infrastructure complete. Orbital structure complete.
Beautiful.
I suppose we should lead by example.
Calculations are green.
One of their planet killers
Orbital
is trying to
structure
sneak by.
complete.
Good luck with that.
Orbital structure complete.
So they did manage to kill a few of my guns.
Additional orbital infrastructure required.
Not too worried though.
Orbital structure complete.
This war has enough dead heroes.
Did I build the Phoenix classes? I think I did. Right, anyway, I should take a break here.
Orbital
It's been
structure
epic enough.
complete.
Let's continue this on another time.